Hello, Billy. Glad you were able to make it.
What are you so anxious to see me about, Dave?
Come up to my room where we can talk.
Wasn't that Billy Carson you just rode up? Yeah. I wonder what he's got to do with it. All right, Dave, what's it all about?
I got a job for you, Billy.
A job? Have a heart. I thought you were a friend of mine.
I don't think you'll find to work too hard for your delicate constitution. Now, this map shows the route the railroad has decided upon.
Oh, it runs right through Red Rock, huh?
Mm-hmm.
It makes Fuzzy happy.
Who's Fuzzy?
Fuzzy Jones, you remember, my old partner? Old Fuzz likes to be important. He's the big noise for that little one-horse town of Red Rock. The railroad going through there, it'll start a boom.
We have to find someone we can trust to buy right away through here at a fair price before anyone learns about the railroad. That's why I sent for you.
I'd like to help you, Dave. I'm no good at dickering for land. Wait a minute. No, but that doesn't mean that someone wasn't there.
Oh, I guess there's nothing to get excited about. Well, what do you say, Billy? Will you take the job?
Kind of out of my line, Dave. I'm no good at horse trading. Say, listen, I've got an idea. Fuzzy's the man that you want. He's honest, you can trust him, he's right there on the ground.
Sounds all right to me.
Old Fuzzy's sure going to be happy with that new job of his. That's him. Look for his pockets and find the key to this satchel. I don't know who killed Dave, but I think I know why. There was a map in this satchel. It isn't here now. I have a good idea where that murderer will be heading.
Suppose someone's found Hanley by this time.
Well, what if they have? He won't be able to tell who shot him. Well, boys, we hit the jackpot this time. We're moving right in on Red Rock. Come on.
Oh, this is the finest fasten I ever had. Ever since I was in 20 years old, I figured that I'd always have a bath like that. What'd you do that for? I've always been... Everybody come up!
Hold it.
I'm doing...
Hey.
Somebody come help me! Somebody come help me! Hang on here now, don't let go. All these bats have the tricky things to get used to. Yeah, I found that out. It's first time I've seen one of these dead bird things, and hey, you jerk the hair out. You see it. Don't leave my arm out, and I'll be all right. As much as this town, I aim to keep it quiet and peaceable. Now back it up.
We're disturbing the peace. You interfere with me in my work. And I'm doggone well you're doing. So I fine you $5.
That's up! Did you say anything?
Yeah, but you were going to. Now, give me the card.
Have you got keys for $10?
$10, mm-hmm. No, I made a mistake. The fine is $10. Now get out of here. Behave yourself. Next. Hey, you can't do that. Get back in the chair. Next. Next. That's good. Next. Hi, Fuzzy. Hey, you're next. How's everything? Not bad. Make me beautiful, Fuzzy. I got some high-powered sparking to do. That Babs Darcy can sure make a man give out with sparks. You know, I've been reading up on the marriage ceremony. Hoping I'd have a chance to use it pretty soon. You need both. I got her past no to maybe. She kind of shies away from yes. Says Red Rock's kind of coming to life. Yeah, the strangers bought Pop Turner's saloon, making a gambling house out of it. Gambling house? Yeah. They can't do that without my say-so. Well, where you going? I'll be right back. Hey, look.
Hey, Fuzzy, what about my haircut and shave?
Oh, take it easy. I'll be back in a minute.
Yeah, but I gotta...
Pack this up and get out of here. Ain't nobody opening a demo place around here without my say-so.
You know, for a little man, you open your mouth too wide.
Yeah, when I open my mouth, I say something. When I say something, I mean it. Don't you ever get tired of doing that? No, this is my way of working up an appetite.
Well, I'd ought to take care of him. What's the idea of busting in here like that? I was just passing by, and your boy started to play a little rough. Haven't I seen you someplace before? Well, it could be. Lots of people have seen me. I've been around.
I ain't made up my mind about you in this outfit, but I'm going to think it over.
Yeah. Says he can do some plenty high and fancy thinking when he wants to. I imagine he can. We'll be open soon. Drop in if you feel lucky and give us a whirl.
I might do that. Well, you going to be a barber? Stop jumping around like a flea on a hot griddle? Oh, keep your shirt on. I'm busy there. Oh, I want you to meet a friend of mine, Billy Carson. Howdy. This is Clay Kincaid. He's a nice fellow, but flies off the handle a little too easy. I wonder if he's drowned. Hey, wake up. That's great stuff. Just shut yourself and get out. Not hang around here like a hippopotamus. Next time you take a bath, put your spurs on. Well, you just said that on the spur of the moment, didn't you?
Say, Fred, what do you do in your spare time?
I'm a doctor.
You're a what?
Horse doctor.
Now, we've got to have this part of the Kincaid Ranch. That's the key to the whole valley.
So do we buy them out or run them out?
I don't know. I'll have to see how things work out.
I'm sure glad you happened along when you did. What brings you out here to our neck of the woods?
Oh, I just dropped in, see what you had.
You're looking for excitement. Came to the wrong place.
Maybe I can stir up some of my own excitement. It's plenty sweet smelling stuff you have here, Fred. It's kind of different than what you find around the Brandon Corral. Some of the scenery's mighty easy on the eye.
Howdy, Miss Babs. I'm glad to see you.
Hello, Fuzzy. My horse lost his shoe. Would you fix it for me?
Well, no, I'm a pretty busy man. Even if I were twins, it wouldn't be enough of me. Maybe Billy could help us out. Hey, Billy. Miss Babs Dorothy, Billy Carson.
How do you do?
I'm glad to meet you.
I can do that job for you, Miss Babs, if you're glad to.
Oh, that's very kind of you. My horse is outside.
Goodbye, Fred.
Well, Billy gives every female heart a flutter. When they look at him, they get a light in their eyes. Very interesting. Oh, don't worry about Billy. He'll never settle down. Well, they ain't worth a dime a dozen to him. How do you know he won't change his mind? He wouldn't do that to me. No.
You don't need all this rangeland. I'll give you a good price for it and the privilege of driving your cattle across it any time you want to.
I told you before I'm not selling an acre. I don't need any cash.
Oh, all right. That's the way you feel about it, that's the way it is. Say, I'm open for business. Drop in any time you feel lucky.
This is the boundary between our range and the Kincaid Ranch. Say, that's Clay Kincaid over there.
Who's that with him?
I don't know. He doesn't look familiar.
Hold it. What's the idea? Starting a fight in front of a lady's no way to act. I didn't know I had any quarrel with him. But it makes me sort of mad when he rides up on a horse and knocks me down.
You stay away from Babs. You're going to have plenty of quarrel with me.
I'll take my own sons without asking for your permission.
I know all about him. He thinks he's a rip-snorting lady killer.
Who gave you that information?
From a guy that's known you for a long time. Fuzzy Jones.
Fuzzy. I'm going to have to wash his mouth out with some of his own shaving soap.
Don't get the idea that you're my boss. But I never want to see you again if you can't act like a gentleman. Would you mind taking me home?
Yes, ma'am, be glad to. know, a woman is just like a spirited horse. You can't handle them with a tight rein.
That'll be all right, and don't come around here anymore when I'm ready to close up.
Thanks, Fuzzy.
Hey! Who's moving? It's your move. Now get out of here before I start his room in. Well, all right.
Sorry, Buzz. Working kind of late tonight, aren't you?
Yeah, man. Close up for the night. Hey, you've been hanging around Red Rock here for about a week. I know you ain't doing it for your health. Now, what's on your mind?
I'm looking for a murderer, Fudge.
A murder?
Uh-huh. Expect to find him right here in Red Rock, too.
A murder? Oh, my God. Hey, Buck! Hey, Buck! Hey, hang on! Will you?
Hey, Fudge, where you going?
I'm going to catch that murderer.
Now, you listen to me. Don't you make a move until I tell you what to do. You can mess things up by going off half-cocked worse than anybody I ever knew.
Yeah, but I know on Red Rock.
Sure, and I bet the worst criminal you ever ran up against was a chicken thief.
Chicken thief?
That's right. You know, you'll have to find that things are going to be a lot different around here from now on.
You think so?
Yes, I think so.
How about you? You? All right. Where do you bet? I'll take two.
I'll call you. What do you got? Looks like you're doing all right, Craig.
Maybe you don't know it, but I invented this game.
That's going to make it tough on me.
You do.
Nothing right now, Fred.
Give me a big tall,
That's correct. Hey, Fred.
No?
The murderer I'm looking for was in this room tonight.
How do you know?
There's a bad habit of breaking a match like that.
But you can't hang a man on evidence like this.
Maybe not. There's proof I'm on the right track. Keep your eyes open. I'm going to trick you.
Well, I didn't hear you knock.
Pardon me. It's quite a place you've opened up.
Yeah, I'm satisfied with it.
No, I may be a little dumb, but whatever gave you the idea that a one-horse town like Red Rock could support the kind of a layout you've got here?
You know, I like to open up a place where there's no competition. And when the town grows, I'm sitting pretty.
Oh, sounds like good sense to me. And whatever gave you the idea that the town would grow?
I
I don't like to have people too curious about my business. I'm glad to see nosy. I didn't mean to be.
Here, man. The last 50.
I'll see you. What do you got?
2 pair of leases up.
Oh, good. 3/8.
Please, man. You take my eye, you?
You'll have to talk to Steve. Well, I just dropped in to get acquainted. I'm going out and look some of the games over. Maybe I can take some of your money. Well, you're welcome to try. That's what I'm here for.
Am I good for 500?
Well, sure. Just make out an hour, you. Okay.
You know, I figured out a foolproof way of beating this game, but something's going wrong someplace.
Let's go. Let's compare that 500.
Okay.
What's up, Steve? I think we'd better do something about Carson. He's showing too much curiosity about things that are none of his business.
Yeah, and I owe him something for nearly breaking my jaw.
Well, it's more than a broken jaw that I have in mind for him. I don't like the interest he showed when he found one of these broken latches in front of the bar. He acted like it was important.
Give me another stack of chips there.
That'll cost you 25.
I got a call.
King High Straight.
Hey, look, my luck's bad enough without you chasing me. Go stand someplace else, will you?
There's no reason for you to act like that.
Now you calm down, Tri-King Tail, and we'll put you in calaboose. I ain't having no part in this town.
Well, keep this fellow away from me, then.
Have it that way if you like. Anybody's privileged to make a fool of himself.
Now, I said calm down. I ain't got for no pardon.
You know, I wouldn't be surprised if King Kid turned out to be a lot of help to us. You know, folks, everything points to one man. I've got to find out whether Steve Landreau has a certain knife in his possession.
Why don't you ask him?
Red Rock's always been a calm and peaceable place, and I aim to keep it that way. But I got a feeling that something's brewing. Howdy, Miss Deb.
Fuzzy, I'm worried about Clay. They're telling he's gambling like a crazy man and he's already lost more than he can afford. Can't you do something?
Well, he's always been a stubborn cut and wouldn't accept advice. When did you talk to him?
I won't talk to him. Well, not until after he's apologized for the way he acted.
No? Maybe I can talk some sense into him, or I'll try.
Oh, thanks, Fuzzy. I hope you can. Even if we're not friends anymore, I hate to see Clay make a fool of himself.
That's why I don't like gamblers. They can sit there and take the shirt off a man's back and think nothing of it.
Oh, never mind the sermon. We don't drag anyone in and make them play. And we can go out the door any time they feel like it. Hey! What'd you do? What'd you do?
Just never mind. There's new soap, you know. It's slippery. I dropped my razor down. Hold back here. Don't wiggle around so much. I'll find it.
If you cut me with that razor and ruin my clothes, I'll blast you wide open.
Hey, now don't wiggle around so much. Now, get out. Get it. I got it. What's this?
Take it easy now.
I got it.
Don't you cut me.
There you are. Not a rip or a scratch.
Lucky for you.
Hi, Billy. Hey, come over here. Sit down. You're next.
What happened to him, Fred?
Oh, I dropped my razor down the back of his neck, and when I went to fish it out, I sort of had an accident. Hey, well, you stop me hard like a half-witted ball. Maybe you'll tell me how you've been making out.
Not so good, Fred. Fred, I'm going to have to do a little job of burglarizing.
Burglarizing? Well, I can't stand for that. I've got to pull the roll.
All right. I'll hide your marshal badge before I start.
Is that your idea of a joke? Well, I'll give you something to laugh about.
Now keep moving.
You've traveled a long way to get yourself into trouble, mister.
You heard what I said. Calm down. There's no cause for all this.
I'm thinking different. Take a look at my coat. I'm sorry. That was an accident.
You'll make it good.
He'd better, or I'll take it out of his hide.
You can give this back to your friends. Tell you better be careful. You might get in a lot of trouble. Now go on, beat it.
You know, Clayton Kincaid's been losing a lot of money lately.
I noticed that. Also noticed he was up against a lot of fancy dealing.
Why did you put him on?
I had that in mind, but he wasn't what you'd call right friendly. How can you help a man when he's always swinging at your jaw all the time?
Hey, what's the matter? Don't you like our band? No, he's lonesome in there.
Come in. Hello, Kincaid. Did you come in to settle up?
Nope, not exactly.
What do you mean, not exactly?
I haven't got much cash on hand. I'll make it good.
Well, you can settle the bet right now by deeding me that piece of property I noticed.
Not on your life. I'm not chopping up my ranch.
And I'm not in business to collect these autographs. I let you play on the cuff, and I expect you to pay off. You know, I have a way of taking care of a vulture.
Careful who you call a vulture. I'll tell you what I'll do. I'll put that property up as security that you get your money.
That's fair enough. Suppose we put that in writing.
Okay with me.
And let's have the judge draw it up nice and neat.
Maybe you like it wrapped in pink ribbon.
I'll get along without the ribbon.
Planning to do some burglarizing.
Well, Fred, whoever killed Abraham, he stole a map from his grip. I have an idea I'll find that map in Steve Landreau's office.
Hiya, Dad.
You know the old saying, unlucky at cards, lucky in love. Doesn't seem to pan out in your case.
Yeah?
I hear that Billy Carson's got everything right out of his hand.
I'm not interested in what you hear. Hey, Fuzzy! Come here! I wish I could start something sometime and not be bothered with it. Finish it. All right, I'm coming.
What do you want?
Got a legal job for you.
Pardon me, Your Honor.
Now, all right. Who's going to help you who? I'm putting up part of my ranch for security for the money I owe Landreau. Clay, you in your right mind? Look, I didn't ask you for your opinion. Just make out the papers. I hope this will keep you happy till my luck changes. Thanks.
I wouldn't count too much on your change of luck if I were you.
Hey, calm yourself, Clay. There won't be any gunplay, not just now. Look, you hung around long enough. Now it's time for you to move on.
That just happens to be your opinion.
I'm backing up my opinion. Now make tracks or eat smoke. If I see you around here tomorrow, start shooting.
Seems like you're going to be kept busy for a while. Not very.
Hey, what are we going to do about Clay?
What do you expect me to do? He called a play.
Oh, I know Clay. Hot-tempered and flies off the handle easy, but he's a nice fella.
A nice fella can kill you just as dead as anybody else. You can go home, Gus. You two boys lock up. I'm leaving.
All right, good night, Steve.
Good night.
Don't shoot you see a watch your eyes. Oh, what are you tearing me? Hey. Good. Good. Hey, good. Oh, wow. Did you hear anything?
No. You better not drink any more of that stuff or you'll be seeing things.
know who it was. It was dark in here, and he moved too fast for me to get a good look at him. What was he after? I don't know.
What's the matter, boys? Been having trouble? I heard gunfire. They sure tore things up around here, didn't they?
You wouldn't be knowing anything about it, would you?
Me? Why should I know anything about it?
I'm asking you the questions. You answer them. Maybe you thought I was fooling when I told you to keep your nose out of my business.
Could be that you're nervous about something and just imagine that I'm interested in your business.
You know, I could imagine that you had a very fatal accident.
And that would take a pretty strong imagination, because I've always been lucky about not having any accidents.
You could overplay your luck. Hey. Who's doing all the shooting around here?
Shooting's all over, Fuzz. I guess we'd better be going.
We can't fool with Carson any longer. He's got to be put out of the way. What you said, Kincaid's anxious to take the job off our hands. Kincaid hasn't got a chance with Carson. Unless we help him. Hey, we might finish Kincaid at the same time. I got the mortgage. You can take over the property just as soon as he's dead. I'd like to know who was here and what he was after. Well, maybe it was Kincaid.
You sure made a mess of things at the start.
You didn't have to have a gun in my face. I didn't know who it was. I left you here asleep. Well, you should know whose face it is before you start poking guns into it. I nearly got myself all shot up trying to help you out and all for nothing.
You're wrong about that, Fuzz. Thanks to you, we did it the hard way. But I saw Landreau put a paper in his pocket. I'm sure it's a map I'm looking for.
Oh, why did you grab him then and there?
Because I didn't want to run into a gunfight with the odds against us. I'm going to take him alive. How about a shave?
This time of night?
Why not?
Oh, all right. Get in the chair.
You know, Landreau's going to be nervous about that map, Fuzz. He's going to keep it in his pocket. I'm going to wait my chance to get him alone and sneak him out of town before his gang gets wise. I'll save a lot of bloodshed. Hey, Fuzz.
Yeah?
You know, I'm worried about Clay Kincaid. I don't want to hurt the crazy fool, and I don't want him taking pot shots at me. It's going to be your job to keep that fellow out of town.
I reckon I can handle that all right. Yeah, who's doing all the shooting?
I don't know, but whoever it was didn't stick around. Looks like we started something, Fuzz.
Is that good?
No, not very.
Stand by. You know what to do. I'll get Kincaid and keep him young when Carson shows up. You run into something this time he's not looking for.
Miss Dad, how are you?
Just fine, thank you. Are you leaving town?
Maybe. I might have a package to deliver to the sheriff in Limerick.
Couldn't you send it by express?
Not very well. Not that kind of a package.
You know, I never was engaged to Clay Kincaid. He had no right to act as though I belonged to him.
You can't hang blame a man for hoping.
Some men seem to be afraid to hope for some reason or another.
Hey, you got to come with me and help me catch a rustler. You must be dreaming. There hasn't been a rustler in this valley for 20 years. No? Well, there may be. You can help me hunt, can't you? Look, I don't want to play any games. I got serious business in town. Oh.
I say you ain't going to town.
It's going to take more than you to stop me.
Now, I'm going to sit right here until you promise me you'll go home and stay there.
Hey, what's going on? What's the idea? Trying to keep me going to town.
I'm not surprised. Carson was saying that you talk big, but you wouldn't show up in town.
Yeah? He doesn't know how wrong he is.
I have to be leaving you now, Miss Babs. I got to see a man about a murder.
You to get out of town.
Take it easy. You're being stampeded, you're making a fool of yourself.
You can't talk yourself out of this. Now get going. Miss Vance, have you seen Clay?
Well, sure, he's in his room.
Oh, brother.
You worked yourself up into a lavish and trading all over nothing. And you're being played here for a sucker. I don't want any trouble with you. But I'm not going to let you stand in the way of a job I came here to do.
you'll be all right. I just been to the doctor.
Oh, Clay. You hurt badly.
He's doing all right. You don't need help.
Trying to confuse mortgage. You cancel that debt to do with crooked. Come on, Fred, let's look for it. Come on, stop playing, will you? What happened to you? Pardon me, are you wearing a necktie? Yeah. Clay Kincaid had a near escape. Doc packed him up, and now he's getting as good as new. How's that? No. That ain't it. Huh? Look, I think I know what you want. You know, getting himself all shot up, Babs and Clay back together again. But that ain't my way of courting. How do you like that? No, that ain't it. I guess you don't know what I want. I'll have to try some other place. Two of the finest men ever lived, and he don't like them. Hey, Bud! Bud, come in here. No, you don't need that. Come on. Got a couple of customers for a marriage job, Bud. Well, congratulations. Just a minute, I'll be right with you. Been hoping for this. Now, you're charged with intent to commit matrimony. Guilty or not guilty? Guilty. In order to obtain a title mortgage on a piece of property, you have to... Wrong book. Get the wrong hand. Figure it's a cute way to furnish a story.